all the girls who are my age are like where they want to be or where they're supposed to be. What is going to become of my life if I don't make it? Like, uni is a different place, uni is a different beast. The way the internet and the world portrays 22, it feels like that is the age to start being an adult. Like, what did I even do this year? Like, where did all the time go? Next year is scary for me, you guys, to be honest. Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. If this is your very first video on the channel, hi, my name is Ndulwa. I am a Zambian YouTuber. I do vlogs, I do fashion content, I do makeup content sometimes if I'm in the mood, and sometimes I do this type of video where I just sit down and talk to the camera, and I call it my healing diaries. I haven't done one in a long time, but I'm doing one today because I recently turned 21 and I have no idea what I want to do with my life. So, yeah. This year has literally taken me from 0 to 100. That's the only way I can describe it, because I feel like I haven't really had a chance to sit down and catch my breath the entire year? Like, I know people say time moves faster as you get older, but like, can we chill, guys? Can we slow down, okay? I can't believe it's already November. It feels like it was January just 2 days ago, and now we're already here. What is actually happening right now? And of course, the year being 2025, I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the year because I don't even know what I've been posting this year, if I'm being quite honest. I really neglected my YouTube audience and my YouTube family, you guys. I'm so sorry for that. That's completely my fault. I don't even have an excuse. I do not have an excuse to say, no, I wasn't uploading because of this, because of that. It's just been a whole conglomerate of things. Yeah, that's led to me not posting enough this year. And we're going to talk about a few of those things in today's video. And since we're on that topic, I just want to give a shout out to all the day ones, all of you guys who've stuck around throughout the various droughts that have been going on this year. I know sometimes I'll post like 2 videos and then I'll disappear for like 2 months. But like, if you've stuck around for that long, if you've been here, if you've been texting me even on Instagram, if you've been DMing me being like, girl, why aren't you uploading? Okay, so where do I even start? This year, I was in my third year at university, which, of course, because I'm doing a 4 year course, third year like means serious business. Like, this is the final stretch that we're in, right? And for a lot of people, that meant like finally coming to terms with what you're doing with your future, finalizing all those plans. For me, it meant drowning. The entire year felt like a bit of a blur. Like, time just melded together as the months went on. I felt like I couldn't post because like there was so much to do, and at the same time so little to do in so little time, that I felt like I couldn't get a grip on anything that was going on. My school courses were crazy this year, you guys. Like, out of all the years, I feel like this year really, it wasn't worse than first year. First year was bad because I had a lot of courses. This year I had very few courses, but they were so demanding that it just felt, the pressure just felt a bit worse than previous years. Does that make sense? If I clear this year, it's by God's grace, okay? If I don't want to say much because I don't want to talk about my results that haven't yet come out right now. So I'm just going to keep quiet. I don't want to jinx myself. Let me just keep quiet. Also, in terms of posting and creating content, I've just felt this lack of, I don't want to say lack of confidence per se, but lack of hope, I guess. You have to understand that when I first started creating content, I had so many dreams and so many hopes of what my future with creating content and being online meant. And because of how this year has gone, because of how not online I have been, because of how inconsistent my content has been, I felt that a lot of those dreams, especially the dreams that I had for this year in particular, have just been harder to attain, harder for me to grasp. Like, I really set out goals at the beginning of last year that I was like, okay, by the end of next year, this is where I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to have achieved. And now I'm here, like, what did I even do this year? Like, where did all the time go? I thought I had all this time left. And something that's been sitting heavy on my chest for the past few months, and especially the past few weeks after we closed and I've been at home really having time to decompress from school and stuff, is that I have run out of time for dreaming. And before you say anything, let me just get out my thoughts, okay? I feel like I have run out of time for dreaming, and now it's time to start living the dreams that I've been dreaming all this time. Like, enough with childish dreaming and like all these grand expectations. Like, I have to settle down and experience life. People always say that like people who are my age are too young to be giving up, or too young to be feeling like you haven't really achieved anything because you haven't really lived life. You haven't seen all the places you're going to see or felt all the things you're supposed to feel in your lifetime. But like, I can't help it, okay? I can't help it. My brain is just constantly telling me that this is it. This is the time when I'm supposed to be experiencing and feeling and seeing all of these things. I keep on telling myself, like, what if I've already peaked? What if this is the end? What if all those things I said to achieve by 21 or by 2025, what if the fact that they haven't happened yet means they're never going to happen? Like, this is it. And I know I always say, like, no, these healing diaries are not supposed to be like advice giving. They're not supposed to be giving hope to people. They're supposed to be a way for me to vent out all my feelings. But like, I feel like this is the darkest one because this is the most like spiraling my mind has ever done. Like, you guys, what's going on? What is going on? Next year is scary for me, you guys, to be honest. Next year is scary, both academically and personally. Like, academically, the courses that I'm doing next year, the thing that I've been hearing about them, and like, it's my last chance, okay? If you don't go to the University of Zambia, we have a program that allows us to carry on courses that like you failed the previous year. So like, if I didn't do well in a second year course, I can take my third year courses and retake that course this year. But next year, if I fail something, then that's it. I'm not graduating. I have to stay behind from my classmates to retake that one course, and then I will graduate the next year if I pass that course. I have seen so many people in my class, in my third year class, who are supposed to have graduated years back, still doing one course. Can you imagine the toll that must have on you as a human being, the toll that's having on me, who's just thinking about the future? Like, I'm already imagining situations where I don't make it. Like, what is going to become of my life if I don't make it? Also, on the personal front, I'm turning 22 next year. And I know it used to be so much fun to think about when I was a child, like 22. But now it's like, slow down, Savannah, because getting older didn't really have as much hype as it had when we were children. Like, we all wanted to be older at some point because of all the restrictions that were placed on us as children. But now that we are the older, it's not all that it's amped up to be honest. The way the internet and the world portrays 22, it feels like that is the age to start being an adult. Like, that is the age to go out into society and start contributing to it. Like, sometimes when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, do 22-year-olds even dress like this? Speaking of dressing, I have been struggling a lot with my style this year. My friends then make fun of me because they're like, you're always wearing the same things, because like, I haven't really had the motivation to dress up, to build an outfit the way I used to do, because I get stuck on the thought of, am I supposed to be dressing like this? Like, is this childish? Is this too much? I genuinely haven't had the urge to dress up in like cutesy outfits for some reason. Like, my lack of structure and my lack of motivation this year has really bled into my style and my aesthetic. Pause, just to make sure you're paying attention. If you've made it this far in the video, comment below the autumn leaf emoji. You know the one. You know the one, okay? I'm just thinking about that emoji a lot because of Frankenstein, and also because of Taylor Swift, because November is Evermore season. And if you know Evermore season, you know that leaf. You know that emoji. Comment it down below. Okay? Okay. And I will like your comment. I will subscribe if you have a YouTube channel, or I will follow you on Instagram so you can comment that emoji and comment your Instagram username. Okay? Yeah. Back to the video. I know what you're thinking. What? Who is this and what have you done to Ndulwa? It's really just hard to think about. It's really hard to think about. Additionally, I know my style is very like quirky and girly and cutesy, and that doesn't really align with what we've been taught and what is being put on the internet as like, this is what an adult is supposed to look like. This is how you're supposed to dress. when you are going out into society and stuff, you know? Like uni is a different place. Uni is a different beast, especially for us who like we don't have a dress code. We're supposed to have a dress code as future lawyers, but it's not really enforced. Like what? So I can dress however I want while I'm in school and doing stuff like that. But if I'm going to go out into society, if I'm going to go out into the job market, you see how that's not compatible, right? So now I'm basically battling with this idea of leaving my aesthetic behind because I don't want to leave it behind. I like dressing the way I dress. I like putting together the cutesy, quirky outfits that I put together. And now I'm just like, do I even want to be an adult if I don't get to be who I am, you know? No matter how counterculture I want to be, society is going to force me to conform to their norms, you know, in terms of dressing, if I want to fit in and if I want to actually be taken seriously and make a living in this world. It also sucks so much to be this age because of like the media I'm consuming. All the girls who are my age are like where they want to be or where they're supposed to be. Like when I was in high school reading Wattpad books, I was like 14, 15. The girls were 16, 17, 18. And I was like, okay, I still have time. Like, I'm going to get my fairy tale. I'm going to get my Wattpad ending by the time I'm that age. And then I got to that age and nothing was happening. And then I passed that age and I'm like, did I miss out on something? Like, my experience was not the experience that I was reading about or watching on TV. And now at this age, it's a whole new beast, okay? Because you see on TikTok, the people who are 21, 22 are out there, they're living life, they're doing things, big things. And I'm just here like waiting for life to happen. People make it seem like at 21, 22, you're supposed to have it all figured out. You're supposed to be grown and ready, especially. That's one thing that I have noticed. All of these people who are my age are ready for life. They're ready for adulthood to start happening. Okay, look at Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown is 5 months older than me. Or like Fiona Gallagher. Side note, I started watching Shameless, you guys. I'm in the middle of season 2 right now. So I can't say much. People are like, no, wait for season 7. No, wait for season this. So I won't say much. I just started it. I'm a baby in the fandom, but I love it so much. Fiona is my queen. Me and the eldest daughter characters. Back to the main point. I feel like I'm running out of time and my mind is spiraling a bit because I can't figure out how to stop time from moving. So I'm sorry if you tuned into this channel thinking you're going to find a happy go lucky, like chill vibe, and you got this depression brain dump instead. I haven't even been able to journal. I haven't been able to journal because I just every time I get a free moment to myself, I just feel like rotting. I just feel like sitting and scrolling through my phone. What if things get even worse as I grow up? Like, I'll never be able to experience the things that I set out to do because the world is just going to okay? Some people believe the world was supposed to end. Some people really gave up their stuff because the world was supposed to end. And then you start thinking like the jaded thoughts of like, what if life would have been better if it just did end? What are we even here for? You know? What are we even doing? Oh my gosh. This is so depressing to think about. In conclusion, what I have come to discover is really that I don't know how to exist as myself as an adult. Okay? Like, I don't know how to consolidate my clothing aesthetic with adulthood. I don't know how to consolidate my immature brain with adulthood. I don't know how to consolidate life around me with adulthood. I don't know how to consolidate my dreams for my future life with adulthood. Like I've always said, my biggest fear is being mediocre, like just living an ordinary life. I don't want to live. And now, like not being able to achieve all the big things that I want to achieve, it's looking like that's where I'm headed, you know? And it's scary. It is scary to think about. Honestly, it is scary to think about. I don't know if I'm ready to be an adult, you guys. Like, hell, I hate driving. I hate it. It gives me so much anxiety. People will be like, "Oh, you don't know?" No, I know how to drive. I know how to drive. I went to driving school. Great East Road is my best friend, but like the Great East Road, that's before the Manda Hill traffic lights. I've never been beyond that. I don't even. That would give me even worse anxiety. I feel like I'll just faint on the spot. Okay, I hate driving. But what do adults do? When they have a vehicle, they drive it. Okay, they drive it, and I can't do that. Okay, my dad will be like, "No, go to this place, go and do that," and I'm just like, I have to think about it. I have to spend a few hours psyching myself up before I can go on the road. How am I expected to function as an adult on my own in society? Also, I feel like I can't enter the workforce because I don't know what I've been learning the past 3 years. Okay. Right now, you take me to a law firm, you're like, draft this legal document. I'm surrendering. Because what? Like, I've been training for this virtually. That's what you're supposed to do in university. You're supposed to train to enter the workforce in your chosen field. I don't even know if I can do that. I don't even know if I can stand in court at this moment in time. But that's what I've been training for the past 3 years. So, am I really ready for adulthood? That was my purpose of coming here today on this here YouTube app, to just ponder life. There's no solutions that I can offer myself. There's no word of advice that I can offer myself because I'm still spiraling. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, how I'm going to help myself, how I'm going to make money. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. I just wanted to brain dump a bit on you guys. If there's any of you feeling the same way that I'm feeling, we can be in this together, you know? You can comment down below stuff that you're going through, stuff that you're feeling. We got this. We got this. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for hanging around. If this is your first video on the channel, I'm sorry that our journey together has started on a very somber note. Don't worry. Next video, I will be happy, I think. So please be sure to like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you have not already. I really thought I would make it to 1K at the end of this year, but I don't think it's going to happen. But you can still subscribe and move the needle a bit. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you next time. I don't know when the next healing diaries will be. If I feel like I have something I need to talk about, I will come on here and we will talk about it together. Bye.